If the accuracy was 99.3% accurate, there's a 50% chance that 1 out of 100 tests would have a false positive. Nick had 0. So Nick can't do the math. Well, that's true because he's a lawyer, and doesn't understand the idiotic argument that the drug tests are inaccurate with very large false positives, and he claims that his 4 to 5 tests per week are all clean. And if he's going to submit to 2 years of sobriety, if just one of those tests comes back negative, that's going to be a bad time. That's going to be a bad time. So it's very, very funny little detail that I think most of us missed. That all of my tests 100% accurate. My child's test, let's not. No, that's just 1 in 5 is accurate. But so very funny little detail that I wanted to share because I appreciate when someone goes to the effort of crunching the numbers. Very nice.
What he knows, and that offer was made. And then somebody else told me that when Nick was negotiating with Rumble, he straight-faced told them, "You should put me on your board of directors because I've got some great ideas."
Now, I think does anyone else remember this? I'm pretty sure I actually remember this happening when Nick kept talking about every day how he was gonna change Rumble because he had so many great ideas. Are these great ideas in the room with us now? I don't think so. I don't remember hearing any of these great ideas. What was his great idea? Put my channel on the front page? Not sure about that. Not so sure about that. But I do remember Nick pretending, or at least saying, that he was going to be management or a big player in the Rumble game, and he was going to change the site and make it the better YouTube.
You got to give the guy credit. I mean, it's gall. It really is gall. So then he sent me some things about kind of the more personal end of this. And the more personal end of this looks like this.
Okay.
And I'm going to be careful here because there's things I can say and there's things I can't say.
All right. So I believe the things that he can't say is in regards to anything relating with Kayla.
Talking about April. Apparently someone gave Nick an ultimatum that said you can live the good Christian trad life or you can have your blonde whore.
Now, I believe this. This part I do believe was offered. Now, now here's a question, chat. Was it the government that made this offer? Or was it the parents? And I feel like it's the parents. I'm not sure if it's whether it's Kayla's parents. I'm not sure if it's whether Nick's parents. But I think they dangled his inheritance or his trust fund ahead of him and said, look, man up, stay with your wife and raise your kids, or fuck off, you lose everything and go be with your whore. I think it's the parents, and I definitely believe that this is an accurate representation of what's been going on, which is very unfortunate for 1 April. The Ape Escape is on, guys.
And he had to be put to a choice. And he could have chosen April. If he wanted her, he could have had her. He said no. He denied her. He rejected her. Said no, thank you.
And that brings us to this: get the fuck out, April. It's over. Get out of my house, get out of my life, used up, get the fuck out. Go get a job, you slag. Come on now. People saying it was Kayla that made that offer. I don't think so. If it was Kayla that, the offer coming from Kayla seems very unlikely because she's just, in my opinion, resigned to watching Star Trek all day, and she was already okay with sharing her man. She was just going to sleep while she didn't even have to do any work. In fact, it's probably an easier situation for her with another woman in the house because then she didn't have to, begrudgingly deal with Nick's advances after he comes back stinking from a live stream. So the Ape Escape is over. She's gone. Also, there's actually kind of an interesting detail in that the trap house, Nick's second house, with the dirty bathroom. Let's see if we can bring that up. For good. We had so much fun exploring this house. Show me that disgusting, disgusting shower. They hide all the photos of the shower at the bottom, I've noticed. They don't want you to see that. They want you to see that the very last thing. Wait, did they remove the photos of the shower? Do I have to go into the 3D view to find Chaos's shower? They removed it. You have to go into the 3D view. Well, that's okay because I know exactly where to look. Because I know this house better than my own house. Let's zoom in, enhance. All right. Of course, now there's the kitchen where you will find the broken bottle of Whistle Pig, as well as the nose before hose tumbler over there. You've got some good things over here. They've got the broken walls, the wires, and everything. But the main feature of this house is, of course, the spooky, spooky bathroom that looks like it's the den of SCP-173. Ooh, what's that, brother? Ooh, brother, what's that? What goes on in this bathroom? Look at this shit. Now I can understand. The Silent Hill bathroom. I can understand that you got that hard well water, but at least fucking clean it up before you put it on. Like put a shitty paint job over it. You're not supposed to paint over tiles, right? But anything's better than this. And what's with this? Like, and throw this chair away. Put this chair outside. It's like, why this chair? Why is this chair orange? It's been sitting outside in the sun. Oh, okay. This looks like someone's been shitting on this chair. Anyway, this very interesting and very eligible house has been knocked down in price. Where is that? I had this somewhere. Where was it? It's been knocked down in price by $20,000 and perhaps even more. And it seems like pending is the house for sale, because if the house is, it's obviously for sale, but if the house is sold, and it seems that is the case, that there is a buyer, an offer on the table for the Baldo bunker number 2. Price cut $25,000 after April's been living in it. Makes sense. I'll be asking for about $100,000, but that's what it is. So it seems like that April's going to be out of the home and out of her even the only place that she lives. So hit the road, April. Get out of here. There's a very fun little theory that I have no evidence for. It's just complete headcanon that one of the parents decided to buy the house with their oil money so that they could get rid of April. Like Nick's like, okay, April can leave, but April, I won't see April, wink, wink, but she doesn't have anywhere to live. So until the house is sold, she can stay there. Then Brent's like, okay, $400,000 to get rid of April. That's a steal. That's an investment in my grandchildren's future. Hopefully they can get to adulthood without being fucked up entirely. And then we can send them to college and get them away from Nick and Kayla. So that's the fun little theory. There's no evidence. There's no way to prove it. Nobody will know until the house is actually sold, and I guess it's updated on. Maybe we'll find out if it's bought by a trust or something, But that's the fun little headcanon, which I found entertaining, and I thought you might find it entertaining too. So there you go. But very unfortunate for April, who now has to get a fucking job. Unfortunately, she can't just take her clothes off on the Steel Toe show anymore. She can't just take her clothes off in the bunker anymore. Very, very disappointing when you, as a 20-something woman, have to go find a job because because you can't be a professional homewrecker anymore.
So April has been denied. That's all got to go. That's all got to be finished because someone somewhere, whether it was a relative, friend, whatever, laid down the law and said it's either this or that.
I think it's
now.
parents.
My source also says with all of this situation, he's never held any of the cards. Other people have.
Now, this is very distressing for Nick because he doesn't like being told what to do. He has, what did he call it? Oppositional defiant disorder. So being told what to do, listening to your parents, listening to the government, which is the professional parents, I suppose, when you're too fucked up, you can't take care of your own life. That's anathema to this man. That's what he said. He has to go do something that is anathema to his character.
No, she's your ex-wife, but I make no apologies. April, that silly, didn't realize how much power she had.
Now, this is true. April does hold all the cards because she can release the body cam at any time. She probably already has copies of it, unredacted, from the government because they would be used as evidence in her own case that is coming up as well. So if she wanted to get Nick under her heel, she could do that very easily. All she has to do is post on Twitter, like unprotect her tweets, but she's protected now, which is fine. I don't mind. But if she unprotects her tweets and just says, how do I get in contact with Josh Moon? Or how do I get in contact with Kiwi Farms? The implication will be that she's about to release the body cam. And that'll send the Baldo man running back to her. Any request. And you know what? She might just release it out of spite because hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. And she didn't really have any hobbies except for boning Nick. Like, she literally said all she does is wait in the small house, waiting from the call from the big house to come and entertain her. She would sit there, the lonely bunker, drinking yellow well water, eating meat fresh from deer that she's caught in the Deerfield woods, dreaming about being in the big house and just wanting another hour with the master. But apparently she had the power all along, which is the case with many slaves. They never realize it, but if they revolt, it can happen. Yes, BP joined us to say, hell hath no fury like an ape escaped. Very true. I guess we were talking about April, but I didn't put on April's banner. But yes, the Ape Escape, it's happening. But we'll have to wait and see.